Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Cliff with Pink Flamingo Power Wash. I'm back with a brand new video for you guys. Today we're working in beautiful Sun City Center, Florida, which is south of Hillsborough County, south of Tampa, close to Riverview area. We're here for a paver sealing job. These customers reached out to me from YouTube, seen my videos and like the work that I do, and called me to get their pavers sealed. They just closed on this house a few months ago. They're gonna be moving in here pretty soon, so they want to get the whole back area patio looking good. We're gonna clean the pool cage as well, like we always do, just to make sure everything back there is uniform. We're gonna be using Ure-seal 2-part paver sealer, Ure-seal Gloss, to give the pavers a nice look. And we're gonna use the Silica sand to sand the pavers. First, we're gonna clean it up with the surface cleaner. Make sure we put some SH down to kill all the algae and organics. And like I said, we're gonna clean the cage as well. So we're gonna show you guys what everything looks like in the back. Y'all stay tuned. All right, these are the pavers here. Let me just show you guys over here. We got algae in the joints. So all that has to be cleaned up. And we'll do the cage. The cage is oxidized, so we're gonna do a soft wash on the cage. It still has some dirt on there though. You can see some dirt, but you see the oxidation. It's pretty bad. They do have some green on here that'll come off, like this green, but a lot of that stuff is oxidation. There's nothing we can really do except for repainting the frame itself. So we're gonna use a soft wash on the cage, and then we'll pressure wash the deck. Some of these pavers look like they're uneven, like this one is lower than that one. You can see that lip right there sticks out. When that happens, it's hard to get every joint, every paver the same. You can see here we got that algae in the joints. It's like real. This joint is bigger than those joints. A lot of algae in that. All that got to be cleaned up. It's a big gap. It's hard to fill these gaps with sand and lock it in because it's so big. Like sometimes the sand get washed out on this first joint along the coping if it's this big. Sometimes they're smaller, but this one's pretty big. But we'll make it work. Cage itself is not bad. The screens don't have any algae on them. Cage has just a little bit of organics on it that we'll clean up, like this here. So we'll start applying the mix on the cage, then we'll do the deck second and let it dry, and then continue with the next process. Y'all stay tuned. So now that the cage is soaked up, you can see that thing is looking snowy. You got the deck sprayed as well. We're gonna give this thing some dwell time. And like I said, this thing is oxidized, so these marks here, that's oxidation. The green that I showed you earlier before I started, you can see those are starting to go away. They were all throughout right here. The oxidation is not gonna go away. So we're gonna give it some dwell time and we'll be back, and we're gonna surface clean the deck first and then rinse from the top to the bottom. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, we just got done cleaning the pavers, also cleaning the cage. So nice to give it time to dry. It was a little cool this morning, 54 degrees, but by this afternoon, you know, Florida is gonna be about 70 degrees. So these should dry up pretty quickly. I would say at least give it about 2 hours or so. Right now it's about 10:45, so I give it about 2-3 hours to dry, especially under here. I'm gonna see if the customer can cut the fan on, or maybe I can cut it on as switches here. I'm not sure if that's the one for the fan to aid this area under here to dry a little faster. But I know out here is gonna dry pretty fast, so I'm just gonna grab a lunch and relax for a little while. Since I'm about an hour away from my home, maybe make some calls and follow up with some customers and see if I could book some more jobs. But the cage itself came out great. The best it's gonna look, like I said, is oxidized. All that green that was on there is all gone. So y'all stay tuned, I'll be right back. We're gonna do the sand and seal next. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, we're back at the property. Right now it's about 2:30, so I'll give them about 2.5 hours. No, 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours. So let's check it out. So like I said, you can see now they are dry. Got a couple moisture spots over here. See one, and these are dry over here all the way through. I'm gonna cover the drains with some tape and do my sanding because they have good drainage. I don't want to make it worse by packing the drainage with a bunch of sand. So I'm gonna cover that with some painter's tape, blue painter's tape, and then do the dry sanding. Looking pretty good. Okay, now we have sanded, blown off the excess. Looking good. Now we're gonna apply our sealer. My first dilution rate is gonna be 2-to-1. I'll do 2-to-1. Normally I do 3-to-1 the first coat, but I'll do 2-to-1 for the first and second coat on this one here. See if we can get a nice pop on there. I think it's gonna stand out really good, especially under here. Out there you can see it's more faded. It's exposed to the sun more, so I think under here is gonna look better and closer to the house. But overall it's gonna look good when we're done. We're gonna mix the sealer now and apply it. Stay tuned. All right, now it's time to lay sealer. I have a pump up full of water, just regular water, just in case anything gets on the house. And also, the out and tape, I'm just gonna spray that water on so it doesn't stick to the drain. And I'm also gonna spray the bottom of the cage as well. If some sealer gets on there, the water's gonna dilute it down so it won't stick. I got a moisture spot that's gonna be there because it's the corner right here is dripping. Hopefully it's dried up by the time I get to it. So I'm gonna start spraying now. So once I get done spraying, this door, I'm gonna come back and hit the drain for the do some as well. Yeah, like I said, and already I can tell it's taking color. Alright, now it's time for the second coat. It's a light coat just to make it pop. Not as heavy as the first one. Alright guys, we all finished. I sprayed this area the second coat first. So it's drying up pretty nicely. This is the outside area that I sprayed for the second coat and the back area back there. She's looking good. What you guys think? Sorry I can't stay for this side to dry up. I'm sorry. I'll go around the other way, show you guys the other side. Alright, this is the other side. As you see, it's still drying. It's gonna look good once it's dry tomorrow, for sure. Alright, y'all, well, thank y'all for checking out the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I put up the content. And enjoy the video. I just hit 19,000 subscribers, and soon at 20K we're gonna do a giveaway, a big giveaway, so y'all stay tuned for that. All right guys, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.